What can I say? I'm here again. I feel like I may be pissing off all 24 of my subscribers with how much I've been posting lately. I don't know what it is, guys. I keep on getting some kind of inspiration, or I don't know. I keep on getting ideas of like what to post. I feel like I'm connected right now to some kind of inspiration source. So that's why I keep on posting because of that and because it's also fun for me. So, but I hope you know, if you're one of my subscribers, you don't have to watch anything you don't want to watch. You can just ignore it. If you're not one of my subscribers, then I am assuming that you are either somebody that wants to get into voice acting, somebody that is in voice acting and is just watching other voice actors, or you're just a random person who my video showed up in your feed and you're just watching it because you're bored, I guess. Whoever you are, welcome. You're all welcome here on my channel. I'm feeling a little under the weather right now. Just physically, my health not great at the moment. But I still wanted to come on here because just something I was thinking about today. So I am a voice actor with 7 years and 6 months worth of experience right now. And one of the questions we voice actors get a lot from people who want to get into voice acting is, how do you deal with your voice? What if I want to get into voice acting, but I hate my voice? Or my voice is weird? Or people bully me for my voice? People say all kinds of mean things about it. Or I just hate it myself. But I like voice acting, and I would like to get into it. And so I don't know what to do. Like, how do you handle that? The short answer to how do you handle that is that you just ignore those feelings, get into it anyway, and in time you will get used to your voice and you will get better at using it. And then I promise you it's not going to be that big of a deal as it feels like it is right now. And I know right now it feels like a huge deal. I am a voice actor today, but I used to hate my voice. I really did. Nobody bullied me for my voice, so I'm grateful for that. I don't have that experience. I know that does happen to some people. Nobody really said kind of anything about my voice. In that regard, it was just the voice. Nothing special. But what they did say, or like what happened to me a lot, is I just remember always being asked to speak up. Because, I was a quiet and reserved person. And I still am in a lot of ways, even though I make videos on YouTube. And even though I'm out here like this, I was a quiet and a reserved person. And not very confident whatsoever. And all of those things contribute to how you sound. When you try to talk in front of people and you're not very confident, then you tend to be very quiet because you don't really want to be in the spotlight. So that causes people to tell you a lot to speak up. And I got that a lot back when I was still in school. When I got a little bit older and started doing theater, then I had another problem. I didn't know how to use my voice because I had never done it before. I didn't know how to project. Because if the audience is far away when you're doing theater, you have to project. There aren't always microphones available. I couldn't do that very well. And the feedback from directors was always, speak up. You need to speak up. We can't hear you. So it was always a problem. My voice was just always a problem. I hated my voice. And, well, I feel like there are not that many people who can say that they have videos of them talking about that from a very long time ago. But I can. Why is that? It's because back in middle school, I really wanted to be a YouTuber for some unclear reason. I have always liked making videos because I guess I like capturing moments. It's been one of my things like throughout my life. I've always liked making videos. But back then, I wanted to be a YouTuber really bad. Today, even though I'm making videos here now, I really don't want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to be an influencer of any kind either. I am just here making these videos for fun. And because I feel like as an actor and a voice actor, I should have some kind of presence so that people, can check me out and like see who they are dealing with or discover me or whatever. It's a good thing in that sense. And I'm not really one of these people that wants to get an Instagram or a TikTok, or these platforms just don't appeal to me. And no real reason for that. They just don't. But I like making videos, so YouTube is my platform. Anyway, not many people can say they have videos of them from so many years ago talking, especially people who are voice actors. Have any of you got videos out there of yourself talking about how you hate your voice before you became a voice actor? It's fun if you do. And I happen to have that. Because I guess one day I decided to pick up a camera and talk about what was pissing me off. And I just discovered this video today because I still have some of the videos from back when I was trying to be a YouTuber. I still have some of these videos, and this is one of them. And I saw this video is titled "My Voice Pisses Me Off." So I was like, man, that's really funny. Isn't it? As a voice actor, it's really funny to have a video like that. So I thought today we're finally going to go over that video, and I'm going to react to it. I'm very scared of that video because I haven't seen it. In full, I haven't seen it. And I certainly have not listened to it either. I have seen like very small clips of it as I was like preparing it for this video, but I didn't watch it and I didn't listen to it for the purpose that I really do want to just like get my real reaction to this, because this is from really long ago. And I'm scared of it because from the clips that I saw, I seem to be extremely animated for no real reason. And none of my videos today are anything like that. And, well, I guess I'm really pissed off in that video. And, just recently, I made a video like looking at my old acting and reacting to that. My old acting from being on stage days. And looking at that was actually not that bad because I still have, like, this was not that long ago. Like, I still remember a lot of it. But this video, I don't remember what I said in it or like what's in it at all. So I'm currently really scared and procrastinating, clearly, watching that. You don't have to worry about that because this video is going to have chapters and you can just skip my talking because I know you guys are really impatient and have zero attention span. That it's just how it is, right? I don't mind. You can go to this right now. I just want to talk about my feelings first. Because I'm me. So I'm really scared to look at it. And I guess before we jump into this, I want to say, I guess I just want to apologize ahead of time for whatever might occur there. I really have no idea what I'm about to say in that video or how I'm about to say it. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to play this video and I'm going to react to it. And if I think of anything to say, then I will just pause it and say whatever I need to say. I do need to be kind of quiet though, because it's about to be 1 a.m. Just get to it, Kelly. Just do it. Because then it'll be over faster. So we're going to watch this video. And afterwards, I'm going to give you whatever thoughts that I have. And just some more thoughts about... I guess I just want to convince you that you should still get started in voiceover. Or I don't know, maybe this video will convince you. I did see what I was wearing in that video, so in honor of that, I'm wearing something kind of similar. But just remember, this is me in... It must be middle school. And I'm going to try and remain composed. You know, I'm not gonna burst out laughing or whatever. I'm gonna try not to because people are asleep. All right, middle school Kelly. Tell me and the world about your voice. Why don't you?
Really pisses me off. Here's the thing. I get comments like this all the fucking time. You're so quiet. Why are you whispering? Speak up, motherfucker!
Great start. What the fuck? It's hard to comment on that. I mean, I guess I look cool in a way. That's clearly my emo phase, as you can see. But that start, Jesus Christ. I mean, I swear these days too, on this channel, I still do that, but not like that, I don't think. Yeah, okay, let's just, keep going.
Look, I'm sick and tired of your asses telling me this whole fucking name. Yes, I am. I swear this comment really pisses me off. People must think that I don't know or that I like this fucking shit. That's not true at all.
Yeah, okay. So I'm really pissed off for some reason. So this clearly pisses me off a lot. Also, what is that accent? What is my accent in this video? I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like it's just really strong or something. I know I still have an accent today, but my God, like I sound so different. Wow. Okay.
My voice pisses me off just as much as it pisses you off.
Does it piss you off? I know I just said that there's been comments about it. I guess I'm wondering what I'm talking about. I guess I'm talking about comments in real life because yes, that did happen. I did get comments in real life. just like I mentioned at the start of this video. If you have just skipped to this part, then the comments were basically that I was really quiet and I needed to speak up. And I got that a lot. And people couldn't hear me. But I don't know, are you pissed off with about past Kelly's voice? I'm not. I just think she has a very strong accent.
Trust me. The thing is, this bitch doesn't want to go any louder than that.
What? Oh, well, my God. I can't believe that I apparently just said, this bitch doesn't want to get any louder than that. I don't know. It's so hard for me to think of even what to say because it's let's just see if she explains more about what she means with that, because I, honest to God, have absolutely no idea.
And I am truly not a loud person at all. I'm actually really fucking super quiet.
It's true. Although you don't seem that way in that video. It is true. It was true back then, and it's true today too, that I am a super quiet person, actually, in real life. Because, you know, when you make videos, something you have to kind of, I guess you kind of have to be on a little bit. And when I was making this, I guess I really thought I had to be on. So that's just what I was like. But I was not like this in real life. I was very, very quiet and very shy. And I didn't talk much at all. And like today, my videos are way more chilled out than that. I'd like to think, at least. And I'm way more chilled out than that. But she wasn't. You know, she was not very confident with herself. I had a lot of self-image issues and self-esteem issues. And I mean, that's very common as a teenager to have that. I didn't like myself in any kind of way. And I got, I got bullied for like looking like this and everything, so that didn't help. But let's just keep watching.
Probably the quietest person that you've ever met. And I don't talk like this in real life. And I don't act hysterical either. Perhaps I would if I was in the right environment, but right now, in this call, no, hell no.
This is making me kind of speechless in a way, because I don't know, like, was I being influenced by somebody or something? Was I watching somebody like online or someone's videos or something? Because I don't talk like me at all. Like this is me. I mean, I know I'm much older now. I'm 28 right now. But I'm just like, was I watching somebody that like influenced me to talk like this? Like, did I think that was cool and be animated like this? Also, it's very funny how I said, I don't act hysterical either. Perhaps I would if I was in the right environment. I don't even know what I mean by that.
The funny thing is that my voice sounds super loud when I speak like this.
It's true though. To yourself, you sound louder than you really are in the environment. And don't ask me to explain why that is, but that just has to do with the human organism. I guess that's just how our ears are and how our brain is. We hear ourselves louder than we really are. So you might think that like if somebody asks you to speak up, you might think that you have just raised your voice a lot, but actually, you really haven't. But it sounds super loud to you. That's true.
My neighbors or anyone outside my door for that matter must have heard. But in reality, it's probably nothing, right? Well, I don't fucking know what's wrong with it. I hope you guys understand where I am coming from. Pretty much my entire life, I've been really reserved around people, like I just feel like it. And I don't really talk much.
It's true. It's very true. And I remember that. Yeah. It's still true. To this day, I am very reserved around people. If I don't know them very well, I kind of have to figure people out first. These days, I'm just trying to be myself, to be honest. I'm just being more like, you get what you see. You see this, you get this. And just to be more relaxed in general. But it's very true that I was very reserved around people because as I said, I was not confident, and I didn't like myself, and I had like hardly any friends at all. So these things combined all together will do that to you. You will be very reserved around people. You won't say much. You won't express yourself. So that's very true.
Because I still feel like that. But
That's so sad. It's like, because I know kind of sort of what's going on in that Kelly's life. I don't remember that much, but as I said, I was getting bullied in school and I had no friends. So, of course, you would still feel like that. I get it.
I am trying to change it. I'm switching school soon, and that feels like a good change.
Yeah, and it was a good change. I did switch schools. Since I'm talking about switching schools, that puts me at about 15 years old in this video. I'm 15. And that was probably one of the best things that could happen in my life early on, that I had to switch schools, because I went to a new school in a new town. That was a completely different environment in that school. And there were actually like supportive teachers in that school that kind of took me under their wing, and I kind of started to open up a bit more, because in my middle school, it was just kind of a very dull experience in that way. We didn't really have teachers that would encourage students to be like creative or express themselves, or teachers that would see students in need and help them. Didn't really have any of that. But the new school did have that. I still didn't really open up like fully in that new school, but it was a little bit better. I was very much on the path to opening up, being more myself.
Because the new school is supposed to have everything that I have ever wanted to do in my life. Now that
Really? Wow, that must have been some school. Everything that I've ever wanted to do in my life. Yeah, sure. I mean, it was a good school. It actually was. But did it have everything I've ever wanted to do in my life? Of course not. It's a school. You haven't even entered life yet. Everything I've ever wanted to do in my life was in that school. Can you imagine, guys? Oh, peaked in high school. It didn't have everything I ever wanted, but it was a good start in that direction.
I don't like being quiet either, and it pisses me off just as much as it pisses you off. Rant over.
Okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with being quiet. And I don't think that I was actually saying that I don't like being quiet. I do like being quiet. I am quiet a lot. I really am. I don't say much. In real life, especially. But what I think I was saying was that, what I meant was, I don't like feeling left out. I don't like feeling like I can't be myself. I don't like being not confident, and I don't like hating myself. Which is fair. It's so common as a teenager, especially, to feel all of these feelings. Like, you don't like yourself. A lot of them would say that they hate themselves. I hated myself too. Didn't like anything about myself. My voice wasn't the only thing I didn't like. I didn't like anything. But that's just very common, sadly. It shouldn't be that way. Because, as a teenager, you just got a lot going on. And you don't really know who you are or what you want. And all you've got is just all these people around you who are trying to tell you what to be and what to do. And if your environment is not very supportive to you being you and you getting to explore and you getting to have the right support that you need, then you feel like this. You just do. But as you get older, all of that, in my experience, it goes away. Your life is very small. Like, for most teenagers, like, your life is very small at that age. And you don't get much choice about anything. Once you get to your 20s, it gets a little bit better in terms of your choices. And once you get to about my age, it gets even better, because now you've been through many different things and you've figured out many different things for yourself. And of course, that keeps on happening throughout your life. But you just have a lot more experience. Like, the older you get, the more you calm down, the more you're like, I don't need to be fussing and worrying about this thing and this thing and this thing. And it's really not that serious. Everything feels like a super, super big deal when you're a teenager. Then you get to my age and you're like, what the fuck was I on about? If I could go back, I'd be like, wow. You really can just chill out, It's, I'm not saying those things don't matter that you're going through. Of course they do, and they should be taken seriously. It's just that a lot of teenagers don't have that support system, and it's not taken seriously, and then you feel like this all the time. I felt stupid, ugly, or worthless, everything. And I just wish for all teenagers that they could have like good support systems, because I don't think that this is the default. I don't think that this should be the norm, feeling like this. Because, like, it's also very interesting to me watching this back now. Because I feel like I can feel my own energy. Like, from this video, I can feel my own energy, and it's like, it's all spiky. I'm so, like, yeah, I'm pissed off in this video, so I guess that makes sense, but the energy is just so all over the place. Like, it's so, like, I'm going insane. And now I do have support. I have friends too. It's interesting how people say that the older you get, the harder it is to make friends. Because in my experience, it's been the other way around. I had hardly anybody at that age. And now I actually have people in my life who like me for me, who accept me for me. They don't want me to be any different. They like this. You know, they like that I look different and that I have, I guess, different perspectives on things, and that I'm woo woo. I like woo woo stuff. They're kind of woo woo in their own way, too. It's cool. But that Kelly had hardly anyone. And certainly no close friends at all. I think that's all I have to say about that video as a whole. But coming back to voice acting, so you now just have seen that I am a voice actor today. But I used to hate my voice. Like, really a lot. Used to hate my voice. So you can see how much can change. I don't even sound the same. At least I don't think I do. Like, my God, wow, that is a strong accent, for one thing. And you know, I work both in English and Estonian today. I still have an accent today, but I know now how to use my voice. And that just comes from experience, from getting into this, getting behind a microphone and practicing and doing auditions and seeing what happens. And time is going to pass anyway. So you might as well get into it and see where it goes. I don't sound anything like I did back then. And that's just because I have experience now, and I have practiced this a lot. And of course, I'm older too, but you get what I'm saying. Yes, when you first start doing it, yeah, you're gonna hate your voice. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? I never want to speak again. I'm so sorry. I feel like I need to send apology letters to anyone that has ever heard me say a word. Because it's that terrible, that it feels that terrible. But you just get used to it. And not only do you get used to it, your entire voice is going to change. It's going to change with age, yes, but it's also going to change because you know now how to use it. You could do so many different things with it. The more you practice. Hell, you may even end up liking your voice. Do you know, sometimes I do projects these days, and of course, you know, I have to listen to them and I have to decide if I like a take or I don't like another take and what takes to send in for jobs. And then I see the finished product. And sometimes, you know, I really am like, hey, I actually did kind of a good job here. It's just a skill, like anything. You just practice it and then you get better. And then in time, you actually probably will be like, hey, I don't sound anything like how I used to. I have so much experience now, and actually kind of like how these things are turning out. I'm actually not really doing that bad of a job. Again, you can't skip that step. And the hating your voice part is just, unfortunately, part of the journey. It's part of the start of the journey. You will hate it. It's normal. Nearly everyone does. But you can't let it stop you because, man, you got places to be. You got people to see. You got projects to do. You could have an entire future in this. You could do some amazing things. But you need to get started first. You will suck at first. This is one of the video ideas that I have, actually. I want to go back, like, as far as I can, as far as I can find, and look at my old voice acting, too. Like, listen to that and go over that with you and see what we can conclude from it and see if I've gotten any better, you know? That's something I want to do sometime. I don't know when, but over time, you will get better. I promise. It's not going to be as bad as it is right now. Yeah, I promise I sucked. I sucked in the beginning. But you just got to decide, you know, hey, I love acting, so I'm just gonna do this anyway. I'm not going to care. I'm not gonna let this stop me. If you look into my description box, there's my website. It's called softspokenvoice.com. Why is that? Why did I choose soft spoken voice? Because by the time I got a website in voiceover, I didn't always have it. Didn't have it from the start, certainly not. It's just another milestone on this journey that you probably will get a website at some point. But at the start, I just had a lot of. Because in voiceover, you need to have a lot of accounts on different sites, and of course, you need to come up with a username for yourself. And in a few of these sites, when I had to come up with a username for myself, I wanted to be something that I felt described my voice well. But at the beginning, I wasn't, I still hated my voice. I wasn't feeling confident about it. The fact that my voice, is so soft spoken and so like quiet and kind of whispery, I actually didn't like that about my voice. And so it was like almost sarcastically naming myself soft spoken voice. And then I was like, I'm just gonna name myself soft spoken voice because I guess that's what I am. It's what I've got. And I hate it. But I'm gonna see if I can make a career out of it. It's a weird thought, I know, but that's what I thought. I just took what I felt like was the characteristic that I actually hated about my voice. And I was trying to see, can I turn this into something positive? And in time, I have. In fact, today, people, a lot of the time, will actually hire me for this very voice. Isn't that crazy? That one quality that I hated so much, they like it. They want it. There's projects out there for it. And people book me. I'm booked for this voice, for the soft-spoken quality. I think that goes to show that that thing that you hate about your voice the most might be the very reason you're gonna make it. That might be the quality that is actually your strength. All I'd really like to say is just get started. Your voice will change. It just will in this career. And these days, I can't remember the last time somebody told me I needed to speak up, that they couldn't hear me. I told you at the start of this that I never got bullied for my voice. But I never had any other kinds of comments about it either. But today, people actually say they like my voice. Sometimes it's even like people will say something about my voice, like something nice, something that they like about it, and then it comes up that I am a voice actor as well. And then their reaction is just like, "Oh, so that's why you're like that. Like that's why you sound like that. That's why it sounds whatever like quality that they like about it." And especially if you are into acting, any other kinds of acting as well, like I am. It gives you another tool to use. You're not just out there on stage or on screen and you're just talking with your own voice all the time, or you don't know how to use your own voice. So just whatever comes out. But if you also are practiced in voiceover, it's a little bit different. It gives you another tool to use for your characters and for in your work. In real life too. When you're just talking to people, or maybe you're performing on a stage, maybe you're giving speeches or something. This is a very good tool to have for that. My voice used to piss me off, but it doesn't today. And that's only because I got started, and it's only because I got experience. And my voice has changed. And the same thing will probably happen to yours. So don't make such a big deal out of this. Just go and get started. Ignore your feelings about your voice. And eventually, I promise you, you'll just get used to it. Your feelings will improve. But you gotta push through this very difficult start. I know it's a difficult start. but it's worth it. Hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.